folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Farming Sim 15 and Baldeykino. We are almost finished with our harvest. Yes, indeed. With the help of our two, slightly antiquated harvesters, we have managed to get all of the barley off of this field. Well, almost. I actually have a strip that I missed down on the bottom, so we're going to go and deal with that little thing right now. Not that little bit, that isn't such a big deal. But up here, we do kind of have almost a full strip, and it must be at least 2 feet wide, so we kind of have that. So away we go. Actually, I think for this last one we will disable the straw swath, just because it's really not that terribly necessary. Well, that's really cool. It actually changes the sound the machine makes when you enable and disable the straw. You can actually hear another device kick in. So here we go. We'll just suck up this last little bit and call her good. We did fairly well. Using such a small trailer, it's hard to say we've broken any real records on getting this down, but I mean it was fully fertilized, etc., etc., so it should be about as good as it gets. What we're going to do once I've gathered up the straw, and as you can see I've started baling, I sold 1 trailer of sunflower and 1 trailer of barley, and used 25k to buy a straw power plant. And it placed that down by, I think either by our storage or by the cow sheds. One or the other. I think it was probably the cow sheds. Alright. And that is the entire harvest. So, let's, yeah, what the heck. The truck's not that far away. We'll just scooby down here. And, oh, that's the truck way over there. Alright, well, it probably would have been quicker to bring the truck to the harvester then. We have an entirely cloudy day here, as you can see. Might get ourselves a little rain, which kind of sucks, because I like to get the straw off the ground before it gets soaked. And there we go. Let's get this little bit emptied out. And boom, we are done with the harvest. I'll fold her up, tuck everything away nice and pretty, and away we go. Yes, those trees are clippable. I've already parked up the other harvester, and because they were sort of fighting over the last row. You know how it is. They came head to head at the end of the row and they both wanted it. So, had to make a decision. And, yeah. Okay, this guy's a couple of K faster. There we go. You guys gonna give me room to get out on the road now? Not so much. Not even close, eh? Whoa. Yeah. Not a friendly group here, I'll tell you. Indeed. Ooh. Looks like I scratched up the paint a little bit. That's a drag. Oh well, what can you do? You buy the gear to use it. And using it we are. Alright. Home again, home again. So yeah, as I say, most of the straw that we get here, I think we're going to sell. It's time that we boosted our money state instead of going up a few thousand at a time, because I tend to spend that as fast as we make it. And that's the truth. Alright. You, sir, can park there. Jump over little bits and pieces, otherwise I just wouldn't get past them. So yeah, we're going to sell off some of the straw bales, or most of the straw bales, see what sort of money that gets us. it's going to take me a while to bale it all up. The other thing we really need to consider doing very quickly on this map is getting some grass together. Now that shouldn't be a big deal, as there's lots of grass around. I'm sure this little section right here will probably provide me with most of what I need, at least in the immediate period. And then I'm thinking what we may do, for now anyway, is divide this field up so we can get, 2 or 3 or possibly more crops running at once until we can afford to buy ourselves another field. Because I think we're, well, if nothing else, we certainly can't use up the amount of, let's put that down, let's turn that on. Yeah, we can't use up anywhere near as much as we're producing for straws off of these. And with our smaller equipment, well, it can be a bit of a hassle hauling that much back and forth. Luckily enough, this field is really, really close to where we dump our gear anyway. Alright, let's get these done. And close her up, continue on. Nice. And I suppose we should get up to the other end here. I'll quickly hop in the other truck and we'll go and unload it. And that will give us a tally of what we have. Well, less, like I said, what does this thing hold? 13,500? I believe. Look, don't keep rolling forward. You're wasting me straw. I guess I can afford to waste a bit of straw on here. I'm not sure if the square baler maybe makes bigger bales, but I do want to wrap some bales for silage as well. Let's see how that goes. We may at some point either... yeah, you're not nearly done, dude. Either have to drop a shed onto the map, i.e. buy a shed and have it built, or see what we can do with some of the existing facilities, maybe up by the cow area. I know that there's a lot of wasted, empty buildings there. However, some of them, unfortunately, have... let's shut this off for the minute. Hop out. Some of them, yeah, have either obstructions, small doorways, or low roofs. None of those things bode well for the particular application of using a auto stacker, backing it in, and dumping bales. But we'll see how it goes. I do have several sheds. Unfortunately, only a few of them are likely to really fit into our Russian landscape. So I would like to try and use an existing one. So, one thing I found out that's kind of neat is we don't need to shovel or conveyor our stuff out. Those silos there, as horrible as they look, they actually are functional. You can drive under the first one and unload grain into your truck. Providing you can drive at all. Alrighty. And... yeah. Suppose I should come in from the other side, then it would at least look like it's dumping. Alright, so minus the 13k or so that we sold down at the store to buy ourselves a straw plant, we ended up with 96,000 liters of barley. Very nice. That should fetch us some decent money. 367, that's not bad. Is that pretty much our best? Oh yeah. Most definitely. So yeah, we can probably offload some barley here. Down at the garden center would be a darn good spot. I won't use this truck though, because I do believe that our other truck with the trailer will hold a heck of a lot more. So, we can also take this guy home. Nice. And as I say, really convenient that that field is right beside our unload spot. Alrighty. Let's let the traffic sort itself out. Good. I'm just going to whip right on past you, 'cause I can. It might take this thing a second to get up to speed, but boy oh boy does she get up to speed. I think we're going to run into some rain here. I might actually have to stop the process. Oh, the brakes could use some work. Oh, we just barely stopped at that corner. And I do mean barely. I had my finger on the brakes for a long time. Here we go again. Doesn't want to stop in time to not slam into the gate, which luckily enough is unslammable. So I really got to sell off a couple of these old school buses. I thought we'd be alright for engine parts and stuff out of them, but it's pretty much been stripped of anything practical at this point. So. There we go. Excellent. Definitely got our money out of that guy today. So, baling and grass mowing. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure that I can actually hook up our little forage wagon to the back of this thing. Another of the reasons I don't mind having a slightly smaller forage wagon than we could probably use. I mean, you look at the amount of straw we get off of that field, and you can see we'd fill pretty much any forage wagon in the game in just a few rows. So this guy, I think I get like a row and a half or 2 rows total, and then I have to go and empty it. We have in our placeable heap by the cow farm over 100,000, so I don't think that we actually... okay. Unfortunately, wrong connection type. Oh no. Hee hee hee. I was just missing the boat. Nice. Very, very nice. So our little Mengele wagon on the back of this. Perfect. Open says me. Come on, fine little Russian pedestrians. Alright, away we go. And avoid the traffic. No, not going to avoid it for long. Look, they just slam right into the back end of the trailer like I did not even exist. Lovely. I say people here are just not as friendly as one might imagine. Okay. So let's see how this is going to work out, shall we? We are... get this guy running first. And then... let's get this guy running. Alright, see how that does. Lower it down. Alright, let's see how that does. Oh, she's not speedy. But she is collecting grass. Alright, well, this might take a minute or two. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's not going to be a lot quicker to just cut the grass and come back with the wagon. Yeah, I'm thinking so. Alright, well, good plan, but I don't think we're really saving any time here, so let's switch back over here. Turn that this away. Let's detach a view. Alright, now how do we go? Yeah, I think this is a much better idea because we can mow grass at like 20 miles an hour with this thing. And then we'll simply come over with the windrower or tedder or whatever we desire and turn it into else. Ooh, a little bit of boom pad. Alright, so this should work out fairly well. And yeah, I'll just grab one of the tractors and Scooby it up, as it were. Well, I'm going to have to be careful. I think that baler is likely to suck up some grass. Oh, there goes the train. You see there's another massive grass field there. So. Yeah, this should work out quite well. And I will likely split this between grass, hay, and silage. So, because we don't really have the tools for doing any sort of silage work at the moment. But hopefully that will be making us some decent money in the near future. Let's just jump inside here. Okay. Woohoo! This is not smooth grass field, it's just grass field. Alrighty. Yeah, this should work out fine. We can do this, get ourselves all of this field cut down, I think. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt at all. Alright. I don't really want to get too far outside the lines here. Alright. Well, I guess wildflowers don't get cut when the grass gets cut. Well, that's kind of odd. Kind of odd indeed. Because no, it doesn't appear we're having any effect on that. Ha! Well, there you go. These are some tough blue flowers. Good Russian stock. There's all our sheep going. What do you think you're doing, dude? Did we say we wanted our yard mowed? Look out, sheep. We'll do a little sheep shearing in the middle of our little grass cutting here if you guys aren't careful. Alright, so this seems to be coming along pretty good. I think we're going to get us a whacker grass. We're also... You gonna move? Huh? Huh? Hello? No way. Alright, well... Oh sure, now you do that. I turn off the machine, now you move. I tell you. Come on, darling, move. There we go. Right over your head. Yeah, sorta. Well, this is not quite as big as I'd hoped, this little bit of grass here. I'm going to say there's a much larger section just around the end. But this is a good start. It is a good start. And I will definitely drag our little windrower through here. See if we can't get a bit of an amount. I do like this grass cutter. I do. It may not be the quickest as far as doing the job in one step, i.e. towing that little unit behind us, but I mean, it does work, and I suppose if you were patient you could do this whole thing in a single pass. We'll be able to crash right through this little bush. Nice. But unfortunately, whoa. Alright, that's definitely a bit of a hill. I think that's going to be about her. Yeah. That's about all we're going to get off of this little bit of a field. Okay. This last little bit squeamied up. And then we will have do find ourselves some better grassing grounds. I see nothing. Oops. Alright, well, get a couple of rows anyways. We might be able to at least get a fill of grass, which is good. We can give some of that to the sheep and some of it to the cows. Because they are at this point, well, other than grazing in the fields, I don't think they actually have anything. So, yeah. And shut these off. I think I'll actually get you up out of the way. And drop it over here. There we go. We can park this up here for now. Oops. The only thing that gets out on that side. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be our best policy, is to perhaps split this field. I'm thinking I might split it lengthwise, oddly enough, just to make the harvesting process a little easier. I think that will make more sense to us in the long run. Have, 4 or 5 long straight rows as opposed to 10 rows where you have to turn at the end of every one. And that ain't gonna be fun. So let's drop that down. Let's turn that on. And continue baling. And we're not baling. Why not? Oops. Yeah, right once you start this thing turning. Alright. Oh, is that all? Yeah, pull back enough that you can see the back of your baler, dude. Oops, and I'm missing tons of it. Off to a roaring start. So I was going to use the Ritchie on this map, but as we discovered, of course it seems to have issues, i.e. when you drop all your bales, it immediately picks them all back up again. And that makes life just a little bit of a, well, a tuna fish. So, let's continue on here. Now, as I say, I don't know. Oh yeah, see, it's thinking that it needs to pick all of this up as grass, so. Oh well, it turns it back into hay. Oh boy, I tell you, farm sim. Sometimes far more than you'd imagine, and sometimes far less than you'd think. So, we're gonna get, I don't know, from the looks of things, like 100-something bales off of this field. Wow. Unbelievable. And I think I'm gonna gather up that grass before I end up eating any more of it with our baler. I think would be a good plan. So we'll come up to the end of this row, then I will go back down the other. And when we get to the edge where the grass is, I think we'll grab us another tractor and carry on. Get that grass off the field. Alrighty, up we go. Whee! Everything's got such bad brakes in this game. I'm forever sailing past where I need to be. Alrighty. And I think we'll stop here. Nice thing is, though, so far all of my bales seem to be sitting where they've been put. Which is great, because it's, well, an annoyance might be putting it a little mildly. Is that going to give me enough? Yes, it is. Alright. Nope, get you right out of the way so I don't smack into you. Let's empty that out. Lovely. Lovely. And I think we'll shut her off. Okay. So, let's get this grass gathered before we end up wasting it. Sneak in between traffic here. Whee! Woohoo! Oh boy. So I really hope all of you are doing well today, and thanks heaps for coming by and checking out the channel if this is your first time. I do hope you like what you see. I try and keep the series going best I can. So we're going to make use of this, which we traded a couple of our less functional tractors. Now, not to say they didn't work, but they had their issues. The one had the old movement system from like 2011 type of thing, where all your background moved, and that just nauseates the heck out of me. And the other one had a real issue with turning. It's almost like the wheels needed a little greasing. Yeah, pretty much. You could turn, and you manually had to turn the wheels back the other way, like they had no centering position, it felt like. So yeah, it was almost impossible to drive. This thing, however, as sadly beat up as it is, really works quite well. So it is an old Ursus, and I think she's got a fair bit of grunt to her anyway. Oh no, okay. It's also one of those ones where it kind of shows what's on the back as being what's on the front. So we can mow at 20, and we can pick up the grass at about the same speed, so not bad. I'm sure that's gotta be quicker than doing both processes at once at 5K. I would think, anyway. We're definitely getting a heck of a lot more grass this way. And the sheep are all looking at me going, is that for us? And my sheepy little friends, in fact, it is. And tight cuts get us back. There we go. Back on track. Alright, this is working quite well. Now this thing holds a fair bit, so I don't know that we'll actually fill it off of these couple of strips. We will have to, I mean, you can look even just around this field, look at all the green areas. They may not all be leveled, and some of them might have mud or water or something in them, but we can do the best we can, as usual, and I'm sure salvage something out of it. Alright. Well, that's alright. Couple of passes, and we're sitting at 7,000. I can deal with that. Whee, as long as we don't slam into a car up here at least. Boom. Yeah, I just don't want to pick any more up with the balers. So, yeah, this is a good time to get it the heck off the road. And we'll fake our way through here. Hooray! I don't know. Eek! Pretty steep mud. Alright, sheepies. We're doing well here. Look out, ladies. No sudden moves. Alright. Well done, girls. Well done. Yeah, that field across the creek here looks pretty enticing as far as grass collection, doesn't it? I think that's what I'll hit up next. Alright. Almost done, as it were. May not completely fill this, but I'm sure enough to get at least our sheep happy. Maybe even the cows. Maybe. I wonder if we can feed the chickens grass. What do you think? Instead of... Oh, it's wheat. Seriously. It's just green wheat. Think it'll work? Chickens aren't that bright, you know. One more row. Perfect. And then we will see if perhaps we can figure out where to give our sheepage some grass. Hopefully they won't be overly greedy and we'll actually leave some for the cows. That's quite the little hump in there. Oh well, we're used to it on this farm, aren't we? If there was ever a spot for things to be smooth, well, this isn't it. Ooh, just got by you there, darling. You could have had the great headless sheep. Yeah. Not sure how we get across there, but I'm sure there's a bridge somewhere. Oh. Well, we've missed a couple of little bitsies and pieces, but that's fine. You're gonna get a good 15,000 or better off of here. Nice. Okay, I really can't. Well, maybe I can. I was going to say I can't really see over the snout of this tractor where our row of grass is. But I kind of can, so that's okay. It was just up on the Humpty Dump there with the nose pointing to the sky that we couldn't see where anything was, and honestly, I think that should be expected. And there we go. Nice. So we can now shut this guy off, which will allow us, of course, to bring this tractor up to its almighty speed. Alright, there you are. You won't be gathering no more of our grass, will you? I could turn it all into straw, of course, by turning it on and going in there. Now, where exactly? I believe that this wasn't quite the normal... Like, I think that's water, possibly. Yeah, that's water, so I think the feedage was... Yeah. Daha. Alright, let's do that, shall we? Bah! Don't eat gravel. I've told you about eating gravel. Silly sheep. Tell them all the time, don't eat rocks. It isn't good for your teeth, but no. Really? Beep beep? Not happening? I tell you, you girls, you're just something else. Alright, tell me I got a tip point. I have a tip point. Wee. Woohoo! And that's enough, eh? Sheepy goodness. They took grass. 2,400 liters. Oh yeah, he's like, oh, look, there's something in there. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to take... Nope, there's no exit there, so I guess we're going to have to go over the Humpty Dump once again. And then we will... did I just speed up time by accident? Yes, I did. Look! The sun is poked through the clouds somewhere. Somewhere, where is it? No? No? Oh, just for a brief second there it got brighter. I was so hoping. That could have been my own window, actually. Alright, never mind. It's actually sunny here. So, yeah. Alright. Off to the cowshed. Yeah. We should do that. I don't think that we've tended to them quite proper. And it would be really nice to up the milk production. Because we do have the trailer and all sitting there. Let's take the lower road. grab back in the cab. That's the scary way to do it. For an old tractor, I mean, the modeling's really nice, you know, you'd expect that. Have the really worn sort of tin floor, no fancy paint on the panels. Well, we got a little passenger seat. That's cool. We seem to have our bum awful high off the chair. Well, basic functioning. Really, really neat. I do like it. I do. And I believe there is a bunch of functions on the tractor, like opening doors, etc., etc. Okay, we don't want to go that way. No, we don't. We want to go this way because it's so much nice and smoother. Thump, 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 bang, bang, bang. Yeah, so I'm hoping that one of these empty buildings or something, well, obviously not that one, it doesn't have a roof, but I'm hoping one of these will allow us to pass for bale storage, although, you know, I don't know. See, these would be fine, but I'm not sure whether the auto stacker is going to go through the door. So, yeah. We'll have to see. Otherwise, like I say, I will place one right at the end of the road here. You can see we've actually... see, I don't know that these sheds are going to work, because I think you actually have to have an enclosed shed. So here you go. We do have the straw plant right here. Kind of nice. And let's get this in the cow's trough. Do. Yeah, like you say, there's our milk deal. So, how are we doing for milk? 1,338. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, cows. Here we go. Oh, cool. You actually have to take the manure out of here. That's great. I kind of missed that with the old system. Alright, are you going to give me a tip? You are. Perfect. Let's bring this up so we can look. Feeding trough, grass. There we go. Look at that. Nice. That should bring the old productivity up quite a bit from... they're going to take it all? You going to take it all? Or is it only one side? They took it all. Don't matter. Alright. Well, we will have to... but yeah, I like that. Looks like we'll actually have to come through here with a front loader and scrape all the manure and dump it in the pit. That's kind of cool. I like that. Oh, right. That isn't actually what it appears to be. Like a way through. It is not. Oh, I was sure we'd made that. Okay, I'll be honest. I was hoping we'd made that. There you go, ladies. What do you think? Not too shabby, huh? Yeah, I guess we do actually have to do that. See, although I see a pipe coming from here, it does appear to go all the way back. And I think that's got more in it than when we started. But by the same token, like I said, unless this is just how the straw shows, we may actually have to clean this up. Cool. I kind of like that feature. I remember back on Glenmalure in the pig shed. Had to all the time go leaping in there fixing what the pigs were doing. But that's okay. I mean, they are pigs. And one thing we don't expect our pigs to be is fancy. We don't got none of them fancy pigs. Do-do-do-do-do. So now that those guys are fed, I suppose we can start, dumping the last of it in there. I think would be a great idea. So, oh no, you booger! Come on, tell me you can do it. No, let's try engaging the diff lock. And there we go. Oh, so close. So close. How about the front diffs? Well, it'll allow us to back up anyway. Alright, now how about if we try and get a little over to the side there? Beautiful. I love that. That is too cool. You can actually get stuck. Whoop. Sorry. Didn't mean to disconnect you. There we are. Here we go. Alright, well I'm going to go back. I'm going to do just a ton of baling. And a whole bunch of grass cutting. We'll have to see how that goes. And next time around, well, we'll have to see. Maybe it'll be time to divide that field. Or maybe it's going to take me so long to pick up the 43,000 bales available that we'll still be baling. But we shall see. Until then, this has been Species 7. Please leave a like and leave a comment. Next time around, well, we'll be busy. Take care of each other, folks. Ciao for now.